Good morning to all. I am K.V. Bhikshamaya, lecturer in zoology, Government Degree College, Gambhirapet, Rajana Sircilla. Subject zoology, topic parental care in amphibia and neoteny and pediogenesis. The parental care in amphibia, the nursing of the eggs and embryos by the parents is called parental care. It is well developed in amphibia. The methods of by caring amphibia generally fall under two broad categories. They are protection by nexts and direct caring by parents. One is the protection by nexts. Two is the direct caring by parents. We discuss about this protection by nexts. Amphibians have evolved countless interesting methods to give protection to their defenseless eggs and larvae from predators. The parents construct to the nest into which the eggs are laid. Four types of nests are encountered. They are mud nets, two is tree nets, three is farm nets, four is gelatinous bags. One is the protection by nets is four types. One is the mud nets, two is tree nets, three is four nets, four is gelatinous bags. The mud nets, a large tree bark, Isla, Faber, and now it is Brazil has the Ferrer. They deposited. It protects the pregnancy by building as basin-shaped nest in the mud in the shallow water. In the border of the pond, the female lays eggs about 2 days after next building. 2 days after nest building. Second is tree nets. Second is tree nets. Phylomedalus and Triton Cryptomnetes are the tree frogs. They deposit the eggs in the leaf nets. The leaf nets are constructed by folding the margin of the leaves. Leaf margins are glued together by cloacal secretion. These leaf nets are seen in the branches of trees overhanging the water. After hatching, the larvae jump into the pond. Next, farm nests. Farm nests. Many amphibians convert copious mucous secretion into nets for their young. Rhicophorus flagella is a Japanese tree frog. The mating couple digs a hole or tunnel into the which eggs are left in a fourth mass to avoid desiccation. During rains, attaching the tadpoles are washed down the sloping nellel into the pond or river water for further development. The female of South American tree frog, Leptodactylus mystoceneus, digs a hole near water and fills it with the fourth mass of mucus. The eggs are laid on this. When the tadpole touches, they drop from the farm into the water. This is the farm nets. Again, many amphibians convert copious mucus secretion into the nest for their young. Rhicophorus eluglus is a Japanese tree frog. The mating couple to digs a hole or tunnel into the which eggs are left in a fourth mass to the avoid desiccation. During rains, attached tadpoles are washed down to the sloping tunnel into the pond or river water further development. The female of sloth of the American tree frog, Leptodactylus mystoceneus, digs a hole near water and fills into with a fourth mass of mucus. The eggs are laid on this. When tadpoles touch to the drop from the farm to the nets. This is the farm nest. Gelatinous bags. Gelatinous bags. Paranexial Berlo, this is called female frog, secrete the says shaped, transparent, gelatinous, membranous bag and it lays its egg in it. Salamander and Calocerling, a small salamander also deposits to the 50 to 60 small eggs in a gelatinous bag which is the fastened to the aquatic plants. This is the gelatinous bags. Gelatinous bags. Next we discussion about the second part of the direct carrying by parents. Direct carrying by the parents. Some species of the amphibians directly carry their eggs and youngs. First of all, we discuss Dysmognathus focus is a aerodil. The male carries the eggs around the neck in the form of string. Small South American frogs, Pyloblatis and Dendroblatis carry their tadpoles on their back to which they are attached by the pericular secretion. The tadpoles are carried from one point to another. Direct caring by the parents, example, Elotis and Pipa. Next, the Elitis obstetricians, this is called midwife taught, of Francis and Italy. The male exhibits a very interesting parental care of the eggs. The Elitis is specially named the midwife taught because of the interesting pairing and the peculiar mode of the taking care of the eggs by the male. Several males collect around the female. One of the males becomes successful to grasp round waist of the female. The male then lubricates the cloacal region of the female where group and the female discharges to the eggs. The eggs are then fertilized on or attached to the hind legs of the male, which carries them here and there till they hatch. Next, in Alamblitis, the female carries the eggs in the buccal cavity till they are attached. Then Notoidema and Marsupium, this is called marsupial tod. The eggs are deposited in a pouch in the back with an opening at the posterior end. The Sri Lanka tree frog, Rhacophorus reticulates, the eggs are glued to the belly of female. Next, in Rhinoderma, the male carries eggs in its species vocal sacs. The female Ichthyophis of Apoda protects the eggs by the coiling themselves around the gelatinous eggs mass in the brow. In a pipa and eggs are the fertilizers interlines, but they are cloak and fender. The female is the nested to the that are the eggs or the attached uniformal for the anterior upper surface to the surface of the female. At the back of the female is smooth, soft and puppy, and eggs sink into the pocket of the soft skin, which is several as a broad chamber. Thus, the female pipa carries the eggs on her back till they are hatched into the miniature adults. This is the direct caring by the parents. Next we discuss about this neoteny and pedogenesis. The two terms of neoteny and pedogenesis was coined by Calvin. They are often used a phenomenon which is not correct. The reproduction is a common phenomenon of the animals. They started reproducing when they are becoming adults, but certainly the animal beings to the reproduced with the in a larva stage. This phenomenon is called a neoteny. By this process, the larva developed a sexual organs before the completion of other changes to become the adult. In some cases, the animal is able to breed while maintaining its larva form. Larva form. This phenomenon is called a pedogenesis. Neoteny is normally seen in the following amphibians. One is the axolotl larva, Nectarus, Proteus, Saran, etc. Axolotl larva. Axolotl is the larva of the Amblyostoma tigrinum. This is called tiger salamander. Formerly, axolotl was considered as an adult urodile, but covered for the first time started that it was the larva from an urodila. Doerelli provides that axolotl can be metamorphosed into a lung-breathing and land-dwelling about the Ambystoma. Classical and mostly informative examples of the neoteny and pedogenesis among the amphibians are furnished by Ambystoma. The axolotl has the following silent features. One is the axolotl is an aquatic larva living in ponds, river and salt lakes of America and Mexico. The name of the axolotl was given by natives de Mexico and was captured by the food and actogenic axolotl means the severant of water. The body of is divisible into head, trunk and tail. The head has 3 parts of branched external gills. The trunk has 2 pairs of limbs. The tail has a caudal fin. The sexes are separated. The axolotl attains sexual maturity on 6 months. Fertilization is internally. It is believed that the cold water at the time aquatic emitted is released from the oxygenation from the thyroid gland. That is why the axolotl fails to metamorphose. If the axolotl is shifted to warm waters, metamorphosis begins and the axolotl turns into a terrestrial adult. Hence, axolotl exhibits facultative neoteny. This is the axolotl's larva silent features. Types of neoteny. Neoteny is 6 types. Neoteny is 6 types. One is total neoteny. 2 is partial neoteny. 3 is permanent neoteny. 4 is obligatory neoteny. 5 is facultative neoteny. 6 is artificial neoteny. This is the types of neoteny. The